Have you ever wondered how one African airport quietly reshaped aviation in East Africa, without the world even noticing? It's not in Dubai, it's not in London, it's in Uganda. Welcome to Entebbe International Airport, a silent giant on the shores of Lake Victoria. While travelers see only the calm waters, duty-free shops, and departing planes, few realize that this airport holds stories of resilience, innovation, and transformation that echo across an entire continent. Today, we uncover how Entebbe's evolution turned it into a blueprint for East Africa's aviation revolution, and why the world might finally be paying attention. Chapter 1. The Heart of Africa's Sky. Let's rewind time. In the early 1950s, when East Africa was still finding its identity, Entebbe wasn't just an airport, it was a lifeline. Built by the British colonial government, it became the main gateway for the region's connection to the world. Strategically located near the equator, on the edge of Lake Victoria, Entebbe was perfectly positioned, not just for Uganda, but as a hub linking Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. For decades, it handled the most critical cargo flights, presidential jets, and humanitarian operations across East Africa. And yet, while the world focused on Nairobi's Jomo Kenyatta and Addis Ababa's Bole Airport, Entebbe quietly built something no one expected. Innovation born from necessity. Chapter 2. The Unsung Era of Innovation. Unlike many international airports that grew with billions in investment, Entebbe's innovation was resourceful, local, and resilient. Its engineers had to make do with limited budgets and maximum creativity. They introduced smarter baggage handling systems, improved runway drainage, and optimized turnaround times for aircraft, often inspired by indigenous problem-solving, not imported technology. When power shortages hit, backup energy systems were built locally. When space became tight, terminal designs were modular, expandable, efficient, and uniquely Ugandan. This airport was never about luxury, it was about efficiency, proving that African airports could innovate without overspending. And that philosophy would soon pay off. Chapter 3. The rebirth of Entebbe. Fast forward to the 2000s. Uganda's government launched an ambitious modernization plan. Phase by phase, Entebbe was reborn, not with flashy architecture, but with smart technology and functional design. New terminals emerged with better passenger flow. Automated immigration and biometric screening systems were added. Upgraded CCTV, cargo tracking, and even solar-powered facilities made Entebbe one of the most energy-efficient airports in the region. And behind every upgrade, there was a clear goal: to make Entebbe not just Uganda's main gateway, but a strategic East African hub. Airlines started taking notice. Qatar Airways, Emirates, KLM, Turkish Airlines, and Ethiopian Airlines all strengthened routes. Passenger traffic soared from under 1 million in the early 2000s to over 2.5 million in recent years. This wasn't luck. It was a plan, decades in the making. Chapter 4. Beyond passengers. The cargo revolution. But there's one side of Entebbe's story that rarely makes headlines: cargo innovation. Situated near major agricultural zones, Entebbe became East Africa's air freight lifeline. Every night, fresh flowers, vegetables, and fish are loaded into temperature-controlled cargo holds and flown directly to Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Uganda's exports, particularly Nile perch, coffee, and horticulture, rely on Entebbe's advanced cold storage chain, built to preserve freshness with precision timing. The airport even partnered with logistics companies to design smarter loading bays and a digitized cargo terminal, reducing spoilage and maximizing throughput. That's not just aviation success. That's national economic transformation driven by an airport. Chapter 5. Connecting East Africa. What many don't realize is how deeply Entebbe is tied to regional growth. Uganda may be landlocked, but through Entebbe, it's sky-linked. Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and parts of eastern DRC rely on Entebbe for both passenger and cargo flow. It's become the bridge airport, connecting countries that still lack major aviation infrastructure. From humanitarian flights delivering medical aid to chartered operations supporting the United Nations, Entebbe's runway has witnessed both emergency relief and economic progress. It's not just Uganda's airport anymore, it's East Africa's shared lifeline. Chapter 6. The Vision. 2040. Transformation. The next chapter, Entebbe's bold vision. 2040. Uganda Civil Aviation Authority's plan aims to triple capacity, expanding terminals, extending runways, and building a dedicated cargo village. New taxiways will reduce congestion. Passenger lounges will rival the best in Africa. And an advanced airport management system will synchronize everything from flight schedules to fuel logistics. But what makes Vision 2040 so compelling is not just the technology, it's the philosophy. Instead of copying Western airports, Entebbe's expansion focuses on African solutions for African travelers, blending local culture, energy-efficient architecture, and regional connectivity. It's a model of growth rooted in identity, and that's what sets it apart. Chapter 7. The Unspoken Legacy. Yet, despite all these innovations, Entebbe often remains overshadowed by its neighbors, Nairobi's Jomo Kenyatta, Addis Abeba's Bole, or Kigali's new Bugesera Airport. But here's the truth. While others chase global headlines, Entebbe built quiet consistency. It never stopped improving, never shut down, and never lost sight of service. It withstood regional conflicts, pandemics, and even global economic shocks, yet continued to handle flights day and night. And that quiet consistency, that's the mark of an unsung hero. Chapter 8. A Model for Regional Innovation. Today, when airport planners from neighboring countries visit Uganda, they don't just study the terminals. They study how Entebbe works. Its operational discipline, staff training, and maintenance culture have become regional case studies. The airport's ground handling efficiency has influenced operations at Kigali, Dar es Salaam, and Juba, even Uganda. Airlines' rebirth is tied to Entebbe's modernization, creating a home base capable of supporting international routes. Step by step, Entebbe is proving that innovation isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quietly transformational. Chapter 9. The Human Side of the Sky. Beyond the systems and structures, Entebbe's true strength lies in its people. From air traffic controllers balancing hundreds of flights each week, to engineers ensuring safety under the tropical sun, to ground staff greeting passengers with a smile after long flights. Each person embodies the spirit of progress, and that's what turns metal, concrete, and code into something human. Their dedication keeps the heartbeat of East African aviation alive, one takeoff, one landing at a time. Chapter 10. The Future of Entebbe. So where does Entebbe go from here? The answer lies in sustainability and connectivity. The airport is already exploring electric ground vehicles, AI-assisted traffic management, and solar integration. Plans for direct long-haul routes to Asia and North America are on the table, and with regional partnerships deepening, Entebbe could soon evolve into the central hub of East Africa's skies, not just for passengers, but as a technology and logistics powerhouse. From humble beginnings to high-tech ambitions, Entebbe has shown that innovation doesn't need applause. It just needs vision. So next time your plane touches down at Entebbe International Airport, take a moment. Look around. This isn't just an airport. It's a symbol of African ingenuity, perseverance, and progress, a silent marvel that transformed East Africa's connection to the world, one flight at a time. Because sometimes the most extraordinary stories take off from the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this story of innovation and aviation, hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more hidden stories from the world's skies, from African aviation icons to global air legends. This is Nilo Airspace, where the sky tells its own story.